dying, out of sight, out of mind. The blind leading the blind, leading the blind. The sign of the dying, out of sight, out of mind. The blind leading the.
Trying to get over the hump. How about that? Big day. Oh, I know. As you can see, folks, I am wearing my Giants hat because I am done with football for the rest of the year. Oh, the cat. You're talking about the Kansas City Swifties? I seen more Swift tonight than I have seen all season. Well, I mean, the Royal Rumble's right around the corner. I mean, we can guess. You never know. Hey, I know one kid that is very excited for that one. I mean, there's several. I mean, Obafemi. Will we hear whoop that trick in the arena? You never know. There's nothing wrong with that. I know you be able to see it. Yeah, right. Oh, uh-oh. Speak, homeboy. Well, while Big Time is getting ready to go, like we said, he's a big HBK fan, and much respect to the Heartbreak Kid. I mean, never say never at this point. That's what I'm thinking. But I mean, hey, other than that, I mean, like you said with the Rumble, many surprises could happen. I mean, we we know that like I mentioned, Obafemi could show up. Uh, Trick Williams can show up. I mean, in the women's rumble, there's many possibilities that could potentially go down. There's been talks of Charlotte Flair coming back. I mean, what more can we discuss about that one? I'd be excited, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, he's still not back yet, folks. I'm sorry. We're still waiting on him. But Big Time is having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, the first time. There we go. Now it looks like I should be back. Can everybody hear me now? Can you hear me now? Are we live? Are we better? Somebody let me know in the chat that everything is good to go. It looks like it's good to go to me. Let's see here. Let me get.
I hear you. You're good.
Well, you hear. Oh, you hear me on the. Okay. Now let me figure out how to get back out of here. Great. All right. Now
Mr.
let's
Joseph.
get back out. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess we just need to reopen. It's the Value Wrestling. It's the weekly roundup on the Big Time here with Mr. Z. We made fun of Nia Jax to open the show and nobody heard it, so that went out the window like a bad habit. But hey, we're going to get the party started. We were talking about initially Saturday night's main event leading into the Royal Rumble, which is this Sunday. Rumors of Shawn Michaels making his big return in the world of professional wrestling. We talked about the Corey Graves situation.
Yeah, but like I said, could it lead to him coming back? I mean, you always say never, and that man's been cleared for a while now.
So, I mean, there was a lot of rumors that he was leaving. He was angry. He was taking off the commentary team, but he's still under a deep contract. So I think he's going to be around a while. I don't know. It's hard to tell what is truth and what is fiction. But, yeah. Other news. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, you even brought up a certain individual known as the chairman.
Oh, yeah. We talked about, the 10. Could that be the number 10 entry in the Royal Rumble? The Royal Rumble is going to be hot this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see what's going down. We've got that ladder match between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes for the 2 titles to crown the undisputed champion. Recently, I just heard added the Motor City Machine Guns and DIY going at it for the tag team titles in the best 2 out of 3 falls match on the show. So things are stacking up. 30-man, 30-woman battle royals. Both of those are going to be amazing and awesome. It should be something special. Can't wait to see it all go down. That'll be here on Saturday. After that, we'll be here live doing a post-show review of everything going down at the Rumble.
Oh, yeah. We're always here, folks. We're always here. We're always partying. I was going to say, you want to shock the world? Why not let Chelsea Green win the Women's Royal Rumble? Let's shock the world a little bit.
It'll be interesting to see.
Still think Zack Ryder's showing up?
I don't know if Zack Ryder shows up or Matt Cardona. I think that's going to be the one catch for Matt Cardona return to the WWE. Is Matt Cardona being Matt Cardona and not Zack Ryder, but I mean we'll have to wait and see. How's everybody feeling after this week's Collision Homecoming, Daly's Place? The return of Timeless Toni Storm has happened. She ripped off the costume of Toni Storm, and now she has been. She tells the world that it was all an act. It was all a performance.
I really can't say anything about it. You've seen it coming a mile away. I mean, it's too predictable.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting, but yeah. But rumors are circulating that Tony Khan is keeping a tighter and tighter grip on the creative direction and recent changes in AEW, which doesn't seem to be working out in Tony Khan's favor. The more he holds on, the worse it seems to get.
Take a page out of Frozen and let it go. Let it go. Please just let it go.
Tony Khan's got to find somebody who can help him make it all better, get it back on track, something. There used to be something there, but no longer is it as it once was, unfortunately.
Well, I told you, I've been watching all the old stuff on Max, and I'm about like it's heartbreak and disappointment because I was like, it was so great. I don't understand.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. We got Jeff Jarrett doing a 1-year retirement storyline in AEW, which is so reminiscent of the John Cena 1-year storyline, to the point of, let me tell you something, bro. Bro, I have the best idea for AEW, bro. I think the Jeff Jarrett MJF feud, bro, needs a little spice, bro. And you know how you spice it up, bro? You bring somebody in, bro, and you know who the perfect person to bring in is, bro? You know who you need to add into this feud, bro? You want to take a guess of who I'm thinking about, bro? Who should come into this feud, who would help make this feud feel more important, bro?
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it.
Bro, Jeff is the babyface, and he's telling everyone that MJF's mother is a hoe, bro. Don't know MJF's mother, but Jeff is supposed to be the good guy. The babyface is supposed to take the high road, bro. In response, MJF is talking about wanting to sleep with Karen, bro. And then, of course, there's about 3 minutes of him saying, you used the death of Owen Hart to get over, bro. Yes, even AEW, bro, using the death of Owen Hart to get views, bro, to talk about a storyline, bro. But yeah, bro, I believe that MJF should try to embarrass Jarrett by bringing out people from Jarrett's past, bro. You know, you could bring out Raven, bro. You might accuse Jarrett of holding him back in TNA, bro. Hell, you know what? The best way to end this whole feud, bro, is by having MJF bring in Dixie Carter, bro. That's what you need to do. Book it, Tony. Bring in Dixie Carter, bro. Look, what I said was, if you really want people talking, Jeff has such a long, rich history in the business, bro. And for as many people who love Jeff, bro, the Sanjays, the Jay Lethals, there are a lot of people who hate him, bro. MJF should try to humiliate and embarrass Jeff Jarrett, bro. MJF should bring out people one by one, whoever had a problem with him, whoever it is. Raven, for example, bro. He held me back in TNA, and then he can bring in Dixie Carter, bro. Bring Dixie Carter into AEW, bro. This will fix a lot of stuff. It'll make the storyline great, bro.
Please, he didn't really say that.
No. Vince Russo calls for AEW to introduce Dixie Carter into the MJF Jeff Jarrett feud, bro. Facts.
He's been out of the business for how long? And he's still trying to get a job from Tony Khan.
Bro, whatever I gotta do, bro. Who do you think would be the most hated WWE champion? If you gave the world title to anybody on the card, who would the fans hate the most?
Who would they hate the most? Anyone on that card right now? I really couldn't tell you because there's really no one to really hate right now.
This man made an appearance on the Babyface podcast and made the statement, I think that people would go absolutely insane. People would hate to see me as world champion. Recently on the Babyface podcast,
who is it?
The one and only son of Hall of Fame wrestler Dominic Mysterio went on the Babyface podcast and said that the fans would absolutely hate it. And I'm like, yeah, you might make people riot if you put the title on Dominic Mysterio in his current standing.
Hey, I know Mission C would be very happy if that ever happened.
It'd be something.
Few that'd be Happy.
It definitely beat something of a something.
Win Money in the Bank. Let him win Money in the Bank. That'd be a great one.
There you go.
Oh,
Ilya Dragunov
Dominic
is
Mysterio.
working at the WWPC. Still no time on Ilya Dragunov's return, so we wait and see what might happen there.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about wrestling and Jackass news?
Oh no, what now?
Back in October, the 44-year-old Jackass alumnus Bam Margera got engaged to Danny Marie. It seems that they are about to tie the knot, and the Hulkster is there. Bam posted a photo of them all there. Hulk Hogan at the rehearsal dinner for Bam and his new fiance's rehearsal dinner. It looks like Hulk Hogan will be turning Bam Margera's wedding. I didn't know Bam Margera was even capable of some of the last rumors I've heard about him. I hope Bam's back on good standings, healthy, and finding his way.
Yeah.
I know Bam's been messed up since the loss of Ryan Dunn. I know that was a tragic, heartbreaking situation. It's done hard times on Bam Margera. If you were growing up in the era of the original Jackass, Bam Margera, and all the crazy stuff he did, you know the story there.
Recently, because of him skateboarding again, so it was on that right path of doing what's best for him. So, I mean, I can't help but be proud of what he's done so far. So if he's getting married, life must be great for him, and that's always a positive thing.
NXT star Ariana Grace officially becomes a U.S. citizen today, or this week.
Nice.
WWE ID talent. We know a lot about WWE ID talent as we've worked with the WWE ID Jack Summit, Cartwheel Jack Summit. We've worked with him. He's WWE ID. We recently got to meet, hang, conversate, shake hands with Jordan Oasis, who's WWE ID'd. Yeah. And we know coming up in February at Love Is Pain. Yes, Supreme Pro Wrestling brings you on February 16th from the SPW Arena, from the World Soccer Indoor Arena in Elk Grove, California. Their February event on February 16th, third Sunday of the month. They bring you SPW Love Is Pain. And on that show, we know Ice Williams is going to be there. Jack Cartwheel's advertised to be there. I forget the name of the third guy. Somebody needs to help me out with the name of the third guy.
Yeah. Just a little bit of help. A little bit of help here. 3 ID guys in one night. It's been a long night, fellas.
SPW picking up its game. SPW going to be the place to be. Of course, Timothy Thatcher making his return to SPW on February 16th. Also, the house is going to be incredible. The card's going to be stacked. We can't wait to see the returning faces and names for this big show. A lot of great faces. We know that T-Bone Talon is making his debut. It was announced he will be taking on Sir Samurai. And, of course, Cairo Leone making his jump from security to in-ring performer. Will he have his debut match now that he's lined himself with ADK?
Yep, there we go. I mean, if you weren't there this month, folks, you weren't there at the January show, I mean, just the pop alone to hear that Cairo is with his boys, backing him up, the fans were ready for it.
No, a big night for ADK. Can't wait to see where it all goes from there. Should be a fun, exciting time going forward with that. Saturday main event was a good show, a solid show. Braun Strowman may have really paid the price for going into the ring with Jacob Fatu. WWE turning Jacob Fatu into the monster that we've told you folks for a long time. This man is not safe. Even introducing the fact that he had been to prison or in jail 3 times prior to being 18. Yeah.
You know, and the thing they keep talking about, they are legit showing that this man is from the Bay Area. You're letting him talk. You're letting him be him. It's a beautiful thing. And we told you day one when this man gave us our shout out that he's something special.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, it's only a time before it all goes down. So, I mean, it's only going to get interesting and better as we move forward. Charlotte Flair about to return to in-ring action. Charlotte Flair dropped the date on this past SmackDown that she will be back on the 20. She'll be back real soon. Charlotte Flair returning to in-ring action. Will she be in the Rumble? We'll have to see. A lot of people probably won't be happy about it, but we will see.
Debut. If she makes a return at the Rumble, we already knew that was coming. If they save her for Raw and let her build up something, I'm okay with that too.
Another big name returning to WWE very soon. We talked about him recently, the big man, Omos, after doing a stint in Noah and got a winning tag team gold, dropping the belt to one of his stablemates there, saying he's leaving for now, but he'll be happy to be back. But he's headed back to WWE to do some damage. The Rumble right around the corner. I won't be surprised to see Omos in this year's Royal Rumble.
I mean, who'd have thought? You give Omos an excursion, he yanked some gold under his belt, legit gold that he helped work for. I mean, yeah, he had the gold with MVP at one point, but it seemed like his in-ring work got a lot better in Noah. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings back with him.
Anyways, what is the story with the Royal Rumble? Could there be a big surprise entrance? We know that WWE works with TNA. They renewed their partnership. We know there's always surprises. A big name coming from TNA, and I know one of the big names that everybody wants to see in this year's Rumble. I'm sure there's an open invite. If you say his name, and we believe, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we're talking about the one and only Joe Hendry.
Yes. And the other one, I mean, and I think I told you this off air. The Walking Weapon is walked away from TNA. I'm wondering where he's going to end up.
We'll have to see what that happens. But right now, Joe Hendry recently was on the Deloco podcast, and he went on to say this: anywhere, anytime, any show. That's what I said to Shawn Michaels when I debuted in NXT. That was the first thing I said when I came back through the curtain and looked at all the exciting things it led to, and look at all the exciting things it led to. That would obviously be a huge honor and privilege. It's something that's synonymous with our business. What I will say is this: when you are a wrestler coming up to the ranks, you're thinking about yourself and the path you're going to take. But when you are the champion, your job is to do what's best for the company. You now have responsibility. I'm a soldier for TNA Wrestling. This partnership is amazing because there are so many mutual benefits for both companies. It really is as simple as this. If TNA picks up the phone and says, Joe, it's time to go, it doesn't matter what the event is or where in the world it is. If TNA management tells me that's the objective, I will move forward. So that is what I will do. I do what TNA Wrestling asked me to do. All I'll say is this: I'm ready for all the amazing, exciting potential opportunities that are on the table. It really feels like anything could happen in the world of professional wrestling. Will Joe Hendry be in the Royal Rumble this year? I guess we're going to have to wait till Saturday, February 1st, and wait for the clock down, the tick down, or it all come down. Undertaker.
Yeah, that's going to be very exciting.
Undertaker gives a legacy title after Saturday's main event in San Antonio. Oh, no, after SmackDown's 24th episode in Austin, Texas, The Undertaker gave the one and only legendary actor and spokesman and maybe a future political man, we don't know, but the legendary, all right, the Matthew McConaughey was gifted a legacy title by The Undertaker after SmackDown.
That is awesome. More and more is happening. It's not, it's not a bad thing. Taker showing love. I'll take it.
Matthew McConaughey even shown during SmackDown this week. That was awesome. All right. Yeah. You want to get squirrely? You want to get froggy? All right. We'll just go do it, big guy. Hey, how you doing? Anywho, Miz has decided to take his opportunity in the portal and jump the portal. He left Monday Night Raw to get away from the Wyatt Six and is now on SmackDown with the Wyatt Six. What do you got to say? Poor man, poor man, poor man.
Do I feel bad for him? Nah, not really. It's the Miz. I mean, love him or hate him. I mean, I can't help but commend the career he's had. I just, we'll see what happens to him.
It looks like WWE may have dropped the ball with Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss looking like she was going to come back, join the Wyatt Six, but something's up with her contract. It's being definitely kept silent. Some people are saying that her contract is expired, about to expire, or there's some glitch in the contracts. They're having to reset contracts and get her to re-sign, renew, or do whatever it is that she's going to go do. I'm not too worried about Alexa Bliss. I'm sure we'll see her back in the WWE ring as soon as everything gets ironed back out. I don't see her not re-signing. I don't see any reason. I don't see her as anything. I mean, unless she leaves wrestling completely, goes into a whole different direction. I don't see her being like somebody that's going to jump to AEW. That is for sure.
Oh no! Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself.
But of course, the big news coming out of AEW is it looks like Britt Baker is done, or Tony Khan's done with Britt Baker. Looks like you won't be seeing Britt Baker on AEW TV, and you won't be seeing her on any wrestling TV anytime soon, as she is still contracted to AEW, and Tony is not releasing anybody. Tony's got the people held hostage, from names like Miro to Ricky Starks to Wardlow to Britt Baker to several key names that are looking for their outs. At one point, it looked like Buddy Murphy was going to leave, but he re-signed, and now they've been repackaged with Brody King and Julia Hart as the Hounds of Hell. A new look on the former members of the House of Black, since Malachi Black has gotten his way out of AEW, or maybe sort of. We don't really know if Tony Khan has released Malachi Black, if Malachi Black's contract's actually up. A lot of speculation, but he could be out. I mean, it looks like he's done for sure. He could be out the door. He could possibly, if everything's cleared, be at the Rumble himself. Don't know. It'll depend on the legalities of that contract. But Britt Baker looks like she's done. That's fine. Let her go. Britt Baker would be an amazing addition to the WWE talent and roster in the women's division. That would just be piping hot. It would bring a whole new level to it, and would put the world in a whole new direction. Britt Baker, some of the names that she could take on would just be absolutely amazing.
Hey, Tony, let my people go. Just set them free. If they're not working, just let them go.
Yeah, Tony, why are you Vince McMahoning it?
Oh.
He's doing what he's doing. I mean, I've said it and I'll say it. I mean, when do you what is the best direction to go with it? The best direction to go with all of it. Do we keep doing this? People aren't happy. Why are you holding them hostage? Let them go. Let them breathe. Let them do something different. Let them go be happy. Let them go make money. That's the purpose of all of this. But hey, to each their own. Mr. Z, after being sick for a week, you got a week off with the Rebound Podcast. What do you have for the folks this week on the Rebound Podcast?
Oh, man. No, this week, folks, we are on the road. Let me find it here because I've been trying to figure this out. Oh, yep. Here we go. The Road to New Beginning, which happens on February 11th. Lots of stuff going down with this. I mean, the only matches I'm excited for, because we have 4 title matches on the line that night. You're going to get the Never Openweight title with Takeshita and Oleg Boltin. The IWGP Global Heavyweight title, a rematch from Wrestle Kingdom. Yota Tsuji and Gabe Kidd. And someone I've never thought I'd ever see getting a title shot, Hiroki Goto and Zack Sabre Jr. That is probably the biggest match I'm gunning to watch, only because Goto has always came up short. He's been a tag team specialist. I mean, I'm excited to see if he can do the impossible. And as far as everything else is concerned, we'll talk a little bit of Noah, and we're going to talk a little bit of Stardom. Other shows, on the other hand, haven't really had any matches, so I can't really talk about everything else. But you'll get the whole rundown on Wednesday. You get to see my handsome face bringing it all to you.
Yep, that'll be what'll be happening on Wednesdays when the weekly roundup, weekly rebound podcast returns. Last week we were all sick, so we missed a lot of our shows. We'll be back Tuesday night with your Monday Night Raw review. Wednesday's the rebound podcast. Yes, the rebound podcast will be up Thursday. We'll be back here with the IWCP Independent Wrestling Community Podcast. We talk about everything independent wrestling. Lots of stuff to talk about there as we build forward into the next month. Next month, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like possibly Hoodslam on February 7th. February 15th will be Stocktoncon. February 16th will be SPW Love Is Pain. February 21st will be Ugly Dojo show at the Jack Rabbit Brewery in West Sac. February 22nd, we're going to a new house right here in locally in Modesto. Once we iron out the details on that one, location and time and place. Yes, it's going to be championship, California Championship Wrestling.
Yep.
We have finally talked to the man down there. We've got the invite to another company, ladies and gentlemen. February getting booked up solid. We're going to make it worth the while. We're going to have fun. Can't wait to give you the information on that. We're going to have that man on the show sometime in late February, right before that show on the 22nd. So, if you are an independent wrestler, independent promoter, and you want to promote your show that is coming up, you want to talk about it or anything else, please reach out to us so we can get you on the channel. So busy February. And that rolls right into March. It doesn't end because March 1st, Puppet Wars. March 17th, I believe we have the next SPW show. March 22nd, Rebel Warriors Championship Wrestling. And, of course, February 15th is Stocktoncon, but Ugly Dojo returns on February 15th in Sacramento for a Matinee Mayhem show. So if you're not tied up with Stocktoncon or you want to catch wrestling and then go to Stocktoncon later in the day, I mean, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, because that show goes from about noon to 2. You still have time to go check out Stocktoncon on Saturday. Sunday, you can go catch it all day and then jump up north before, that 4 o'clock time and come see SPW's Love Is Pain.
Busy. We're busy men. What happened? We weren't this busy before. What happened?
We asked for it, and it's been answered, and we are making waves like we always do, making big waves, making a big splash in the world of wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hell, folks, there is potentials at sometime and someplace. You get to see me get chopped eventually if I survive.
Well, we know February 7th, we're talking about Hoodslam where you get to meet the Stoner Brothers. If that doesn't work out, we know the Stoner Brothers are rumored at this time to possibly be at Puppet Wars, so we may catch up with them there. Maybe we go to Big Time Wrestling. Maybe we call make a phone call to the Big Ugly, see if we can't ride along with them to get into Big Time Wrestling so you can finally come face to face with Titus Alexander. And then maybe you have to join Choopy, because rumor is, and if I understand it, Choopy may have been the only man that has wrestled every single member of that family, from Big Ugly to Titus Alexander to Salem. And, of course, We just saw him make that rap as he wrestled the final chapter. Bishop Dorian, not Brian Joseph. That's a whole different story.
Hey,
but maybe you got to get chopped by the whole family. I'm sure Bishop's down to chop you.
Oh, of course.
So, work down that chain.
Oh my goodness. I mean, Choopy's wrestled all of them. I'm going to get chopped by every one of them.
Yeah, Choopy finished that up this Saturday at the Ugly Dojo Matinee Mayhem show. We have footage of it. We got to clean it up a little bit. We got to fix a couple of things with it and put it back out there. And then we'll get it out here hopefully this week. It may be part of what I do Wednesday. I may go sit in my hotel and just open the window, pull out take my computers with me and sit there and just quiet and somber and just work away at getting some of the stuff cleaned up. I have directions and we're going to get it done. And it's going to be awesome. Anyways. But yeah, Ugly Dojo show was great. Some great matches. We had a couple luchadors that started out that show that were really good. Rafael Jules in action. We saw Chris Wildfire Blaze and Cairo Leone tie it up. We saw Andrew Cass and Travis Alexander tie it up in a great match on the show. We saw the All Day Crew take on Bobby Bayou and his tag team partner, whose name is Arsenal, right? Was that Bob? No, Bobby Bayou took on somebody else. I take that back. Bobby Bayou took on somebody else, and he, darn it, I gotta go.
Yes, Bobby Bayou took on somebody else.
I forget who Bobby Bayou took on. We saw Chase.
You don't got your notes with you?
No, I didn't write all those things down. We saw Princeton Price, not Prince, Princeton Price in action in a solid match. We saw Chase against Lou Devereaux. Bobby Bayou was in the match. I forgot who it was against. The All Day Crew took on Arsenal and Timmy. Arsenal and Timothy Rogan. Brian Joseph was on that match. Brian was that. Brian, I think, took on Bobby Bayou. Sorry, I don't have my notes. I'm trying to go off blank memory. You're in the house. Oh, Bobby destroyed Jules Raphael. My bad. Brian, who did you take on?
Jules Raphael.
Yeah. Yeah. Bobby Bayou and Jules Raphael went on. Brian was there. Trying to remember everybody. And it was, Arsenal and I just said the name. All Day Crew. Timmy. Because Timmy came out in the luchador mask. Yeah. Good to see Timmy Rogan in action again.
Flacco.
That's right. That's right. That's right. He took on El Flaco Loco and got a big win over El Flaco Loco. I don't know if it was clean, sir, but you got the 1, 2, 3. We'll leave it be. There might be an asterisk next to that. We'll have to go back and look at the footage. Hey, you were the cameraman for that show. You would know best. You were right up there in the front seat. If you saw something that the referee didn't see, I don't know what to tell you.
Last time I checked, the referee's decision is final. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. No, because Flacco was looking at throwing the red flag out there trying to get the review to tape, but, we don't have that capability. We're not.
The win's a win, brother. Hey, it's all good. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's all said and done. Let's see. It was a great show. Lots of fun. We got to meet with all the boys. We got to go to the Pancake Circus beforehand and have a wonderful session there. I got to have a lot of conversation, a lot of fun. That was a great time. Love it. And we can't wait to do it again. We just won't be able to do it on the 15th show, unfortunately, because, well, with Stocktoncon, it's already booked up. But Ugly Dojo Matinee Mayhem show, it was great action, top to bottom. All of it was great. A solid card. I don't think I complain too much about any of it.
The only thing I can say is, folks, when we announce it, when we let you guys know when the next one is, please go. You're gonna enjoy it. It's a hell of a time,
And it's a small venue, but it's a beautiful venue. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of camaraderie. And once the weather gets nicer and they can take the ring outside, it's going to be a lot of fun to see that too. As we build and progress, of course, we got to see Chupi and Bishop Dorian go at it. That was a great match. You had to be there to get the inside joke about the Brian Joseph. So, Brian, I guess you also wrestled 2 matches, right? You beat El Flaco Loco, and then you tied it up with El Chupacabra. Supposedly. We won't talk about that in detail. You know?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's hilarious. It's great stuff. I love it. I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I didn't want to just sometimes you just stuff happens, and I try not to put anybody under the ground, but sometimes when you just know you could do better, you just got to step up and go, hey, let me tell you what I can do.
Let me talk to you.
I guess Ugly's not in the chat, because Ugly would probably pop up right now and go, let me say, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, this is true.
See, there's something
fun, folks. This is what we do.
There's something about being in the military. You learn what the meaning of being on time and being early means. Mr. Z knows all about it, because he gets the wrath of my, like, I said, as he walks out, I'm not late. You said 7:30. I'm like, I know. Oh, there he is.
There you go.
He takes it. He owns up to it. But no, sometimes you just got to know that when showing up to an event on time, or when you're told to be there, so you can go through a few things and make sure everything's going to work out according to plan, so they just show it up when it's anywho.
Yep.
But no, we had fun. It was a fun time. We had a blast. Top to bottom, all the matches were great. It is what the environment's meant for. It's a good time. A lot of people packed in that house. We saw the CCW guy, and we got that connection. El Flaco Loco is always a great opportunity to sit with him. You get to sit with Big Ugly himself. That's always enjoyable. And, of course, Scoot Robertson and Sir Samurai were in the house. After that was all over, the church ceremony, kind of the congregation that came around them to listen to the preaching, was a lot of fun. So, but yeah. If you ever need a ring announcer, ring a ding ding, give us a call. Let me tell you something if you didn't know. Anywho. And if you didn't know, we got the flyer for the Jackrabbit show here, and this is a stack card. Atomic Reyes and Miko Alana. I hope I'm saying those names right. It's on the card. Bobby Callahan, the Metal Mechanic, going to take on Timmy Rogan. Timmy, bring your entourage. You're going to need this support when you got to step in the ring with the Metal Mechanic, Bobby Callahan. El Flaco Loco, going to go pick. Go ahead.
Just whatever you plan on bringing for Mr. Callahan, leave it in the truck.
I got a present. I got a present for the big man. I got a present for the Metal Mechanic next time we see him at a big show. Or the right event. We're gonna I got something for him to assist, so that should be some fun. Anyways, El Flaco Loco gonna take on Jules Raphael. That should be a great match. We just saw Raphael get dominated by the Gator Man himself, Bubby Boyu. Travis Alexander going to take on Drake Frost. We saw Travis and Andrew Cass go at it on this Ugly Dojo Matinee Mayhem show. Now we're going to see this big man get in the ring with Drake Frost. That's going to be a different type of competition. Andrew Cass is way different than a Drake Frost, so we're going to have to see how that locks up. And then this one will be fun. The Mexican werewolf himself, El Chupacabra, coming back on February 21st to the Jackrabbit Brewery Company in West Sacramento. He's going to take on Andrew Cass. So there you go. We always love Chupi. Chupi is just all over the place. We love to see Chupi doing what he does. We'll sing the praises of El Chupacabra. I mean, since I first saw him at Realm of Warriors Championship Wrestling and all the times, he's just the only thing I will say is that Chupi gave you a look after the show was done and we were talking about you meeting the Stoner Brothers. He gave you that look like, yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't ask. Well, did I ask for it?
Yes.
I think I asked for it.
You called them out somehow in the conversations when AJ Kirsch gave you the chop. You were asking who's next, and they stepped up and go, "Hey," and you're like, "Yay!" And then it kind of went quiet because it was a holiday season and things kind of simmered. And at the beginning of the year, they're like, "Hey, you still owe a debt to us. You still owe a debt to us." They've called you out. We're supposed to go Hoodslam on the 7th. But I'm a little mixed. I am kind of peeled because I'm kind of like, oh, Hoodslam or big time wrestling. So I will have to reach out to the Stoner Brothers and see what we can do to make that all happen. But yes, a day and a time and a place it'll happen just as much as Titus will be a day and a place and a time. It'll happen. And those balls are already.
I'm not gonna live for this.
And who knows what might happen? Maybe I make it to Vegas with you. Maybe I make a trip down there on my own, and I'm there, and we're recording, and we're just gonna find everybody we can to chop you into. If we're down there in Vegas, and we're just mixing it up with everybody. I don't care if it's in the middle of a casino and we see somebody. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, yo, you, him, now, chop." Hell, I'd be excited if we could.
You know damn well if we run into a certain individual.
Which one? There's a whole plethora. Are we talking about Sean Spears? Are we talking about Gunther? Are we talking about Jacob Fatu? Are we talking about many men, many places? I mean, the list grows and grows. I mean, what if you're walking through Vegas and you're with Mrs. Z, who we love and respect for everything she does behind the scenes for the channel, and she sees Eddie Kingston? I think you're going to be running for your life. Hell, I heard DDT is going to be in Vegas over those few days for WrestleMania weekend. DDT is going to be there.
No.
So what happens if you run into Minoru Suzuki on the streets of Vegas?
I'm running. He might have a gun.
What happens if we run into Samoa Joe? That's a name we haven't even thought about putting on the list.
No,
what if we find, with all this WWE ID stuff, who knows, maybe one day we run into Sir William Regal. Anyways.
That's different. That's a different one.
Jackrabbit Brewery, Chupacabra, Andrew Cass, the Gator Boys. I don't know who's a part of the Gator Boys. Somebody can fill us in who is the team of the Gator Boys. I think I might know. I would assume Baba Bayou might be one of those people. I don't know if the other Cajun, Jaw Jules, is that, if that's that tag team. I may be wrong. I don't know. I haven't heard of the Gator Boys. So if somebody knows who consists of the Gator Boys, let us know, please. They'll be taking on Lou Devereaux and Cairo Leone. That'll be a fun one to watch. Two little men really working up. That's going to be fun. Ugly Dojo in action against the All Day Crew. That's going to be some great tag team action right there. And then the Ugly Dojo Wrestling Championship match. It will be the Ugly Dojo Championship will be on the line Bobby and Brian Joseph. Okay, thank you. There we go. So Bobby Bayou and Brian Joseph make up the Gator Boys. They'll be taking on Lou Devereaux and Cairo Leone. Thank you, Ugly. So Surge is going to defend his title, not against the number one contender. We do know that the Dart Fox, the Obsidian Adonis, the man, Illuminate, is the number one contender, but that's not going down yet. No, Surge is going to go one-on-one with Scoot Robertson, hopefully.
Ooh.
So we'll see what happens. That's going down on February 21st, Shag Rabbit Brewery, West Sacramento. We want to make sure that gets out there, all the details and the fun stuff out there. February 21st is going to be here before we know it. I mean, February is just going to be go. And we're excited. Yep. We are excited for everything. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, let me do this real quick. We'll be right here. Enjoy this little clip, and we'll be right back in just a second. Bear with us.
They are the most dangerous athletes alive. They have built a legacy inside the squared circle. They are brutal and aggressive. They are athletic competitors. And they are showmen. And they will stop at nothing to achieve greatness. Now, it's your turn. Join the SPW Academy and become one of them.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to play the commercial twice, but yes, are you ready to become a professional wrestler? Do you think you want to become a professional wrestler? Well, tomorrow night's your chance, at least with SPW, because tomorrow's SPW's Open House in Yuba City. Come on out if you want to. Let me get the information here. If my webpage will open. Yes, tomorrow night, January 27th, is Monday. Ever Dreamed of Being a Professional Wrestler, SPW Training Academy will be hosting its open house from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., where you get a first-hand look at what it is to what training to be a professional wrestler is like. You're invited to come meet the trainers. Jump in the ring in your first day. The training is completely free for that day. Nothing is required to attend. Just show up. Please arrive 10 minutes early. Wear something comfortable to exercise in, whether it be sweatpants, yoga pants, whatever you're going to be comfortable in. I would not wear like tight jeans. I wouldn't wear jeans at all. Excuse me. Maybe basketball shorts, anything that's comfortable. Go ahead.
Oh, well, yeah. And folks, when we mean you get to potentially live your dream, I mean, stepping through the ropes for the first time and actually taking a bump in that very ring that you've been dreaming about getting into, that should be excitement alone to go see if you got what it takes.
Just don't cry if you hear the song "Ring My Bell, Ring My Bell." Mr. Z doesn't know anything about ringing bells. No, not at all. Anyways, it takes place at 1282 Hassett Avenue, Unit 9, Yuba City. Come out and check it out. That is in Yuba City. It's Hassett Avenue, 1282. Click the links in the description below. It's on the Facebook page for SPW. All that's down there. Ugly Dojo's information's down there too if you want to track them. If you want to see some of the video footage from the show that has been put up by Ugly himself, you can check that out. Once we get our video footage kind of cleaned up, we're going to put that out and get that back out there. So be ready for that coming here. But yeah, so tomorrow night, big night there. So make sure if you want a chance, let's do it. Come on out, take an opportunity. You're going to miss every shot you don't take. So why not take a chance? Try it. I mean, you come out, you get it one day. If you get to bump around, get to be in the ring. If it doesn't turn out to be something you want to do, hey, that's fine. Nobody's going to judge you, but at least you went out there and tried it. Yep. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and make up too many things, but we've stepped in the ring. We've taken a couple bumps. We know what it's like. I won't say much more than that. I won't get too deep into what could possibly be the future.
No.
I don't know how, but
right?
Some days.
You know what, folks? Just come out and give it a shot. That's all you got to do. Just come out and give it a shot.
You too can be better than Nia Jax with a little training. Oh, did I say that on there? My bad. No. Hey, if it wasn't for your friend that watches that gets so mad when we talk smack at Nia, I wouldn't say anything.
Thanks. I said thanks a lot.
Did you just get a message?
He said, "Quote, stop." Yes.
Stop talking about his
Quote,
future
stop
wife.
talking about his woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, your future wife has been in a little bit of backstage heat, getting a little bit of trouble, but she didn't get the big win on Saturday night, did she? She's not wearing no gold, is she? No.
Oh man.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. It's been a pleasure. It's the weekly roundup podcast where we talk about everything. We've told you kind of what's going on. Tomorrow, SPW, Yuba City. If you need details or information, it's all in the description of the video below. Go to SPW's Facebook page, SPW, look them up on Facebook, worst case scenario, or reach out to us. We will be there tomorrow. We will be joining you all in the fun that's going down. Be ready to be worked out, though. I mean, get ready for 2 hours of work. It isn't going to be it ain't going to be a sit and listen. It's going to be, you're going to get physical. You're going to do some exercises. You're going to get a workout. You're going to find out what it's really like, what it takes. If you're not in cardio shape, don't be scared. But yes, you're going to want to know. You're gonna push your limits on your cardio, and the only thing I can tell you is you don't know what you can do until you push yourself to the limits and go beyond it, and then you'll be, what you think you couldn't do, you'll find out that you can do, and come with a can-do attitude. Don't limit yourself from achieving a dream. You want to be a professional wrestler, all you got to do is take that chance, take the opportunity. They've laid it out there for you. These chances don't come very often, not very often. So you don't know when the next opportunity will come. And I understand if you're we're gonna make the 2 hour drive up there, and that's okay. If it's a little far for you, I understand, but do it. You never know when another opportunity is gonna come. So anyways, this week, Monday, we will be at SPW Training Academy for the night. So Tuesday, of course, we'll be doing the Monday Night Raw review on Tuesday. Wednesday will be the Rebound podcast, and that'll be up hopefully early. I'll be gone Wednesday, out of town, taking a little detour, going to go up to the beautiful city of Lake Tahoe, get some fresh air, get a reset. Thursday, we'll be back with the Independent Wrestling Community Podcast, where we'll talk more about all the major events coming up this weekend in independent wrestling in the local area and other regions, wherever we can get information, building into February. And then February is going to come. Friday, SmackDown post-show review. Saturday, we'll be here with After the Royal Rumble to break that all down. Next Sunday, busy week, we'll be back with your weekly roundup podcast, and we trug along, continue along, and get ready for what is going to be the hottest February in the history of this brand, of this building. We thank all you people who came in, everybody who joined in the chat. We love you. We appreciate you. Please keep coming. Please keep joining us in. Help us with the conversation. Tell everybody you know who likes professional wrestling to come follow the Value of Wrestling. Because we're here. We're going to make an impact. We're going to make independent wrestling great again. We're going to make everybody know that independent wrestling is where you're going to see the future stars tomorrow. And sometimes you're going to find those legends that you didn't know were still doing it. And you might get an opportunity to see a legend like we do each and every time when we see the legendary Mustafa Saeed, ECW legend, Smoky Mountain Wrestling legend. When you come to SPW show, he's usually on the card. And getting to see that man still work at the age he's at and still in the shape that he's in, it's impressive. Cannot deny it.
Yeah.
And hell, if you want to come out to an ugly show, you get to see, West Coast legend. I mean, this man is a huge name out here. If anything, I would say a lot of the wrestling out here, if it weren't for Big Ugly, you might not have some of the big names. I mean, he's trained Sir Samurai, Scoot, Drake Frost, El Chupacabra. I mean, he's names upon names.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to pay a man of respect. And if you get to see him in action, as long as he's not dropping students on their head, no, much love. We always just got to, much love, Big Ugly makes it ugly. Just don't talk smack and say you can get in the ring.
Yeah.
Right, Mr. El Uno Supremo. You're talking about one day taking on a Big Ugly. Anyways,
What? No. Don't get that man ideas.
I know. You want to take on Titus Alexander. That's who you want to get in the ring with. It's okay. Maybe we can get Journey Fatu to be your, you can practice with. Oh, that's not better, is it?
No. It's one half of former SPW champions. We know who his tag partner was.
Oh, yeah. You know who all these guys are. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think independent wrestling isn't something important, then you're missing out. If you think independent wrestling in California sucks, I'm going to tell you something. You're not right. You are not right at all, because the independent wrestling action that's going down in California that we are following and we are connected in, and we are getting more and more connected as these doors and opportunity open and we shake hands. There's an amazing plethora of independent wrestling throughout California that is amazing, standing out, and we were going to talk more about that on Thursday. So come back on Thursdays. Let's do that then. Mr. Supremo? El Uno Supremo. Tell him good night.
Adios, folks.
We will see you on the next one.